Now, Volvo's a pretty small player in North America, but they're charging ahead and they're getting noticed, and most of it's through design. This is the all-new XC60. Now, several years ago, the XC90 came out. It won North American Utility of the Year, it won all kinds of other awards, and that design is now being distilled across the Volvo family. The new V90 Cross Country I had a few months ago, I was totally enamored with that. So they've taken that basic design and shrunk it down into what needs to be a hit for Volvo. So the hottest segment in the market is the compact utility. This is a premium compact utility, and it looks a lot like that larger XC90. It's got the Thor's hammer headlights, beautiful design through all of the details. And this particular vehicle has a sporty yet elegant design with a long hood, athletic stance, and wheel sizes range from 18 to 21 inches. The nice thing in Canada is all of these vehicles, even the base, get a power rear liftgate. So we know the design has already been a win. Inside has also been a win for Volvo. Let's check it out in the XC60. The inside of all of the new Volvos have a similar look, and it's beautifully done. Very comfortable seats that are standard heated in the front. You get optional heated seats in the rear, and you also get optional ventilated seats in the front along with an optional heated steering wheel. So all the bases are covered if you want. The back seat is really quite roomy. I could sit in there no problem, had plenty of headroom and legroom considering this is a compact utility. Looking forward, the same 9-inch screen you see in the other new vehicles from Volvo is here. It takes a little while to adjust to. It does show fingerprints, but it has a very modern look, framed by beautiful materials, whether it's leather, wood, or aluminum. In behind the steering wheel, there's just like everybody else in the industry, a 12.3-inch digital dashboard that you can opt for in this XC60. So comfort, absolutely covered, room for 5 people, modern yet sophisticated. They do it differently than everybody else in the business. Now, I've been a big fan of the T6 engine that Volvo uses in the XC90, also the new Cross Country, 316 horsepower from a turbo and supercharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It has 295 pound-feet of torque, and it moves that large XC90 with absolutely no problem. So you take that powerful engine and you drop it in a smaller package like this XC60, well, now you got something really dynamic. The other thing to think about is this is the engine that most people are going to buy. There is a value leader base model with a 250 horsepower engine called the T5, but most people will go for the T6. You compare that, 241 horsepower in the X3, 241 horsepower in the GLC. You get 252 in the Q5. This has 316, and that's the mainline engine. So that's all good news. Now, the other thing is it's been a while since I've driven an XC90, but I remember there was a bit more road noise than I liked, and I think that they've been able to take what they learned with that vehicle and modify it. This seems quieter and more refined. Now, it never loses its luxury side. Even when you put it in the dynamic mode here, it really feels refined and sophisticated. The dynamic mode just seems to get more out of this wonderful engine. The suspension is what I would call on the comfort side. The steering feel is the same. However, there is the R design, which is going to give you those bigger wheels, which will make quite a bit of difference. So if you're going to try one of these, make sure you try one with and without the R design. Plus the R design looks cool as well. Now there is a T8. It takes this T6 engine and adds in an 87 horsepower electric motor, which is where Volvo's going to be going with all of their cars in a couple of years, but it's much more expensive. So overall, I'm absolutely thrilled that this engine is going to be the mainline engine for a few years anyway. And if you're looking for a comfortable and refined ride in this size of vehicle, this definitely should be on your shopping list. Now, safety, as we know with Volvo, is a major selling feature, and the XC60 adds some unique features. The first is called oncoming lane mitigation. It can detect if a front-end collision is about to happen, and it will steer the car away from the oncoming vehicle and avoid the collision. The second uses the blind spot system and adds steering assist. If the driver were to change lanes into another vehicle, the car will automatically steer back into the existing lane. Now, of course, all of the existing safety features found in Volvo cars are also included in the XC60. The XC60 starts at roughly $46,000 in Canada. All comes standard with all-wheel drive. You get the power liftgate, you get the great design, the large 9-inch screen in the center of the vehicle, and then it goes up to $57,000 for this inscription if you stick with the gasoline. When you add the hybridization, the prices really go up quite dramatically. I do like the design. I love the interior and the driving dynamics. I wish I had a chance to drive the one without the four-corner air suspension that this inscription model has. It might be a little bit more dynamic, but you can't complain about it being refined and smooth. Design, it's a home run for Volvo with this latest XC60.